Hello, hope you are well. Today we're going to run through how to start a commercial cleaning business. Now, I'm assuming you have no experience, no customers, no website, nothing set up. You might not even have the equipment. So I'm sure many of you know many years back, I ran a cleaning biz and it scaled very well to the point where if anything ever went wrong with my other businesses, the first thing I would do was start a cleaning business, because immediately it's a really good business to get cash in, and it's a very low startup, and it's full of people that are very bad at the job. So if you come in and do even a below average, people will see you as a really good partner or cleaner, and they'll probably keep you on. I never lost a customer. I never had a customer say we don't need you. It was always, when can you come back? Please, can you make sure you come back? It's one of those businesses where you actually feel like you're in demand. You're in need, like the people want to see you again. Whereas some businesses you run, you feel a bit annoying, pushy, salesy. This one isn't like that. You're very consultative. You go in, you listen to the customer, and you go in. So let's get into it. How would you start one in 2026, 2027? Because things have changed. And I would namely target, first of all, which is contrary to what I used to say, I would first of all target commercial first. We need 2 to 4 customers paying 300 to 700 per month. And that's how business started. If we can bag that in our first few months, perfect. Because even if you get someone with 300-400 paying per month, or even a £50 per week clean, an office once a week, that's enough. Typically offices, they usually want, 7 to 9. They might want 2 hours every 2-3 days, keep costs low, or once a week, every Friday or Monday, things like that. Yeah. So it's not really, it all depends on what business you acquire. Now, the first thing you want to do is obviously register your website, your business. And if you want to register a business or stay self-employed, that's totally up to you. But get a quick website knocked up. Nowadays, you can use ChatGPT. You can say, make me a cleaning business website in Enfield or wherever, and it will just make you one up. That's all you need. Buy the domain, attach it, speak to AI, it will tell you how to set it all up. You can buy templates that are already made, but don't spend anything more than £50, something like that. Now, once you set that up, you need equipment. Now, I would recommend you probably need about £20 to £30 to start. You don't need anything fancy. Every single office will have something different, and after you go for the first time, you'll be able to see exactly what you need to buy. Say, for example, there's lots of windows or glass, you buy a lot of glass cleaner, things like that. So there is a video on the top right you can watch that shows you all the equipment I used. I had a little box and I used to put everything in there. I can't remember exactly how much it cost, but it must have been like £20-25. Nothing really expensive. Now, once you have those, second thing or third thing you need is customers. Now, commercial is very difficult. You can cold call, I necessarily wouldn't. You can walk in there, but I necessarily wouldn't, simply because the ratio on conversion is going to be so low. Chances of you speaking to someone is going to be really low. And I would suggest, even with cleaning businesses, I would suggest the info at email address. Believe it or not, it's not like recruitment. The info at email address does get picked up and people will forward your email on. Now, you're going to be quite, very sort of sloppy with it. So let's take Enfield, for example, where I used to live. There's thousands of businesses there. Go onto ChatGPT and say, look, find me local businesses, dentists, chiropractors, estate agents, betting shops. I had a Ladbrokes that we used to clean for. Easiest thing in the world, you just sweep up little papers and you're done in 10 minutes. And go around and find all the local offices and just say, scrape me the email address, put it into an Excel sheet for me. Now we're going to cold email. You would set up your email address. Don't use a Gmail, use your domain. This is the reason we make the website. So if it's Cader's Cleaning Company, it will be Cader at Cader's Cleaning Company. And from there, you'll one by one send maybe 2 or 3 emails over a month or 2 period, just to say, we are offering, cleaning services. Do you need us? Basically, in a nutshell. Nothing too fancy, nothing long. We've been established for 15 years. No, just say, look, we service the local area. We're a well-known company, etc. like that. What I've found is, business-wise, you must price well. So we're going to talk about pricing because this is the most important part of the whole business. When I changed my pricing, I was per hour, and I'd recommend to start per hour because customers like that. When I started like that, I pretty much kept the same amount of customers, but I tripled my income, my profit. But we'll talk about that afterwards because I was pricing per job after that, mainly on commercial. But we'll talk about that. So how much do you charge? Now, if you're willing to do the clean, you can probably do 40 to 60 hours full time. You could probably do like, I don't know, 15 to 30 hours per week if you're doing it part time, like as a side hustle. And I would recommend a side hustle type to start off. So let's say, for example, you start off and you just want to clean. So you want to get cash into the business. You're not going to take any out. You're just going to stack up, till you get to £4,000 or £5,000, and then you can look to grab more customers and maybe hire people. That's what I would recommend. Because this is the most important part. The customers, believe it or not, is not difficult to find. Email some schools. They're very price conscious. They will take you on. Trust me. If you say like, look, we can do it for £15 an hour, yeah, schools will get you in. Trust me. You and your girlfriend, you and your wife, you and your husband, whatever, go in and pick them up. So again, look, here's what you're doing. Price it at like £14 to £16 per hour. You'll grab customers. But you can never ever hire someone in that position. You need at least £16.50, I would say, £17 to break even. Because you'll have national insurance, holiday pay, pension. Even if the person is self-employed, you'll have costs associated with it. NI, things like that, employer, employee, NI. You'll have bills to pay on top of even if it's minimum wage paying a cleaner. So be very conscious. If you're looking to grab a contract like a school, which some academies deal with their cleaning themselves, so I would recommend targeting those. Later on, you can go for the big, contracts where it's like hospitals, medical centers, things like that, libraries, whatever. The big commercial businesses, big high-rise office blocks, things like that. You'll eventually win that, but that's more facility management rather than cleaning. Now, after this, you'll eventually land a customer, or let's say, for example, you send 100 cold emails and someone says, I might be interested, you're £16 per hour or you're £14 per hour, I'm interested. Can you come by and have a look at things? So at that point, you want to print off, go to your library, or even have a digital version of it where it will say every single thing that the customer wants. It will have the areas on the building, wherever it is, it depends. Usually I have a template for commercial and a template for homes. Just look a bit professional, wear something nice when you go, smart casual type, and just say what's important for you. Let them tell you what the business is, what's important, what you need done. They'll say, look, we need the bins out, we need this, we need that, and you'll estimate how long it will take. Now you could say the customer will have a time in mind. Be very conscious that a lot of them will say, oh, it only takes an hour to clean, but it could take 3 hours. So be very conscious of that. That will come with experience. And don't be afraid to drop a customer. But really and truly, when you start this business up, you must be in a position where you're like, okay, I'm just going to cold email until we pick up customers, yeah? And eventually you'll have your guys. So let's say, for example, you've got £15 an hour and you're doing 60 hours a week. That's £900 cash flow into the business. There'll be very little expenses if you're all doing that. And that's full time, 60 hours. That would be brutal, but you can physically do it if you're, a fit person. And if you're getting £900 per week into the business, then over, a few months, you'll be able to sit back and say, okay, I can drop this customer, they're bad, they're this, let's acquire some new customers. You can fund automation in terms of email marketing. You can start dropping leaflets out. You can expand. You'll know what works over time. You'll be able to say, okay, restaurants are really good, or restaurants are a waste of time, or end of tenancy. That estate agent gave us 4 end of tenancies and it was so profitable that week. So over time, you'll be able to see how things move. But really and truly, set everything up in one evening. Use AI, use ChatGPT, use Claude or whatever, and just say, I want a website made, help me set it up, get up and running. Now find me cold emails or email addresses. You can manually search it. Every evening, just send 20 out. Eventually, I guarantee people will come back. And I've had friends that I've told start cleaning businesses, and they've come back and have said, "Oh, I've got a client. What do I do?" So you'll find it over time. Yeah, people will invite you in. Some people will say, "Can you just start?" and things like that. But you'll say, "Look, can we do a walkthrough?" Always do a walkthrough. And what you'll find is some people will say, "Do you clean homes? Can you clean my house as well?" So you'll eventually grow, and it won't be as, hand to mouth afterwards. The good thing with cleaning is it's tax deductible for the businesses, so they just typically have it. And otherwise, their workers are paid a lot more, and if they get their workers to do it, then they're going to have to pay a lot more. So typically, workers won't want to do it. If you're an accountant, you're not going to start cleaning the office, are you? So you always need someone to clean toilets and restrooms, facilities, kitchens, everything associated with it. And obviously be very strict at what you do and don't clean. But 9 times out of 10, you can just be very sanitary. You can just clean. But eventually you'll end up with people working for you. And that is the hardest challenge which I can go into, because winning the business isn't hard. And I wouldn't say it's hard at all. I think the hardest part that I found was keeping the contracts going, not getting undercut, and obviously finding the people to clean. That was the hardest part. So I wish you all the best and take care.